Hello and welcome to the Better World here on my channel. Today we're going to look at actually two Swedish movies. Kinda weird when I'm trying to do this in English, but anyway, Jönssonligan 1981 versus 2015, or warning for Jönssonligan, warning for the League of the Jönssonligan, and Jönssonligan, the perfect heist or bust or whatever it's called. Whatever you want to call it, I'm just going to use the Jönssonligan 1981 and 2015 in the title and in the video. So yeah. Topic one are going to be, let's say, synopsis, essentially storyline. 1981 one. Different from the 2015 one, only have three main characters, which is Rocky, Van Heden and Sickan, essentially. The difference here between these movies is that in the 2015 movie have Dynamite Harry as well. So yeah. In 1981 they essentially are trying to do a heist or whatever it's called, a hit on something, and it fails and Sickan goes to jail. He later gets out of jail, he tries to get out, he leaves the other two and follow Wallenberg, etc. But after a while he figures out that he had been, well, he was tricked into doing the work for Wallenberg, so he goes back to Van Heden and Rocky and essentially starts to do a plan with them to do a heist against, or a hit against Wallenberg for some of his valuables. In the 2015 one it is a little bit similar. Sickan is getting, well, they're doing a heist, it fails, his uncle dies, and he's getting accused for, I think, the murder or something similar to that, but he gets away and doesn't go to jail, and now he's planning a greater hit or heist and a plan to essentially get a lot of money from a rich CEO of a company, a woman, I can't remember her name, but he's essentially trying to do a heist there, or doing a plan there, and which ends up with a heist, etc. With this he needs some help. He's gathering Rocky, which is his ex-girlfriend. Rocky is played by a woman in this movie. Yeah, he's getting Van Heden and Dynamite Harry, and all of them are using this heist in order to get the valuables. And in the end, the bad guy essentially gets into jail because of shingering or doing something with, I think it's taxes or something similar to that. It's a small synopsis of both movies, it isn't more in detail, but the one that stands out a little bit more in my opinion are going to be the 1981 one. The 1981 one, in my opinion, feels more original when it comes to the storyline. The 2015 one feels more of a action heist movie, which they were going for, but Jönssonligan, for me, story-wise, are more of a comedic group and doesn't do this action-oriented stuff, in my opinion. So yeah. Topic 2 are going to be the plans, essentially. One of the things that have been a really staple for the Jönssonligan movies have always been the things they use in their plans. Essentially, they use really random stuff unless they maybe use a flagpole or whatever it's called. They maybe use some toy cars, they maybe use boats, and etc. etc. It can go on, go on. Well, they use really weird stuff sometimes, and that is really fun to watch and really thinking what they're going to use this for, what are they going to do with it. It was really great, and they do it similar in both movies essentially, and I think it works really well in both ones. So this is going to be a tie. That's mainly because they kept one of the main staples of the series in the 2015 one, which all of the plans for me have been really great, even though it is more action oriented as I said in the story topic. Both movies feels really great to watch when it comes to the plan going into action essentially. Topic number 3 I'm going to be main villain or villain, and not much can be said there because I really like Wallenberg, so because that 1981 one wins. 2051 feels just too regular. I'm going to say that a lot, sorry for that. That for me the villain stands out a lot more in the 1981 one because he got a character to him. The writing for him are more excellent, it is more comedic, more fun to watch, and isn't just another villain that wants to ruin the world or whatever it's called. Take over the world, earn a lot of money, etc. Of course he wants to earn a lot of money, but he is more interested to watch because of him, the comedic side, etc. The line work, the ways he gives the lines. In 2051, the main actors that play the villain just doesn't have the edge in my opinion. She needed to do a lot more in order to make it more interesting and more fun to watch. She were just another villain in my opinion. And topic number 4 are going to be the best Jönssonligan, essentially the best group. Both have the ups and downs. Jönssonligan from 1981 are really comedic, really fun to watch, but of course come out as really stupid sometimes. That is its downside. In the 2015 they're really smart, really excellent when it comes to the work and etc etc, and are really action oriented, but not as comedic as the original Jönssonligans. So what do you want more? Is it the smartness or the comedy? And for me, of course, it's going to be the comedy, and because of that, the winner is 1981 one. I just want to have more fun, because that is what I feel this character have proven in all of the movies they have released. It's meant to be more of a comedy heist movie, or crime comedy, whatever it's called. And because of that, the ultimate winner are going to be the 1981 one. Even though I like the 2051, it isn't a bad movie. It doesn't come up as great as the original movie, which, funny enough, is actually based on a Danish group or Danish movies. I figured that out when I was looking at the synopsis, because I haven't seen the originals in a long time, so yeah. But the 1981 one, of course, is the original, and it has the storyline, in my opinion, and it has the comedic touch that Jönssonligan had, the staple of Jönssonligan, in my opinion. And of course, even though the plans are essentially equally as fun to watch in both movies, the 2015 doesn't come up to the greatness of the original, because of it trying to make it more into a heist action comedy, which the action isn't needed. It just needed to be what the original Jönssonligan originally was, was essentially a comedic group of thieves, essentially, or I don't know what else to call them. That is essentially, in a comedic way and in a really clever way, are actually doing a heist, and in the end, for the most part, succeeds in their doing, essentially. The 2003 just, in my opinion, goes into a pile of more action thrillers, more action heists, and that, for me, is not what I was looking for in Jönssonligan, because the original 1981 one wins this video. And also all for today, folks. Talk to you next time.